goddamn good advice for creatives who are lazy. So, you are on your creative mission. You want to achieve greatness, create greatness, be great like a god, like Zeus. But adulting gets in the way. Adulting, what is it? It's just work, 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 bills, 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 eat, sleep, and repeat equals adulting. And adulting in adult life is hard, people. Adulting is hard. Life is hard. People, it's supposed to be hard. And there's always going to be people who can't adjust to it. People, let me tell you this, adjust to it. Because you know what? The harsh truth is, nobody gives a fuck about you or what you're doing until you make people give a fuck about what you're doing. Nobody's going to fucking help you unleash your creative potential, and nobody's going to help you if they don't see you 10 toes down sticking to your mission. If you can't help yourself, if you can't tear down the barriers of procrastination or rebuke the sloughness that anchors you down, why the fudge should I care about the thing you want to create, the big idea? But I get it, adulting makes you an adult. You work so much, you get lost in the sauce and you forget to have fun. Forget what motivated you to create. Adulting is the enemy of the imagination. Once you conform to adulthood, the foreign lands you built in your imagination since childhood will crumble and become ancient ruins. Forgotten, waiting for you to explore them again, but they will fade away if you leave those lands derelict, people. I'm pursuing greatness because I want to leave a mark of greatness. Of course, I know it's gonna be hard. The things that we want gonna come at a great cost. It's gonna be hard. Shit ain't easy. Again, adulting is hard. Adult life is hard, but I can't be here complaining, saying I've got a hard life, people. Adulting is hard. Man, it's gonna be hard, but what do I know about it being hard when I know my grandmommy had it harder? She came here to the United Kingdom in the 1940s, left her own land of heritage, as many other grandmammy and grandpappies left their lands in search of the big idea. In those times, shit was harder, no internet, everything was analog. Those times, people would look at my grandmammy and spit at her like, bleh. We don't want your kind around here. No blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Imagine being around people who despise you just because you don't look like them, speak like them, act like them. Imagine having a one-way ticket to a land where people just hate you for no reason. But you know what? She worked 12-hour shifts, shared rooms with family and friends, eventually got married, brought a home and had a family, children who grew up and went university and worked hard. She did all of that, people, and she couldn't read. She created her own vision of the big idea, a new home away from home, but a home nonetheless. Then I came along, and when I came along, I helped my grandma read letters. Every day, I used to go to my grandma's and jump on the bus. It was 10p on the bus back then. I would hop off the bus, walk up the road, knock on the door, and I could see through the window my grandma wobbling to the door, singing a church song like, and she'd say, "Who is it?" And I'll say, "It's me, Grandma." and she let me in, people, and we sit down, watch game shows, Ready Steady Cook,
Spicy.
Weakest Link, Golden Balls, and people, her favorite was Deal or No Deal.
Welcome to Deal or No Deal.
I used to do all my drawings and all my creations on the floor. She'd sit in her chair, she'd watch me, just me and her in the living room. I would draw out the big idea in pieces. She saw it all. She motivated me to live in my imagination. One day, I came to my grandma with an ask. She said to me, go for it. And I said to her, I'm going to pay you back. And she giggled like, she didn't care. Then she died. Sometimes I question my purpose. I question whether this YouTube shit is going to work. I've been doing this shit for 3 years for free. And I miss my grandmother so much. Some days I say, man, fuck this shit. I have no strength anymore to make any more videos. Sometimes I feel lost. Is creating this big idea gonna work? Sometimes I feel like it ain't working. But when I close my eyes, I still see her directing me, telling me to get up, dust off your knees, feed your belly, and get going, and stay on the mission, and keep going. Man, if my grandmother couldn't read and she was able to achieve the big idea, her own version of the big idea, she was able to overcome the hardships back then in those times. Why am I fretting? The thing I want the most ain't gonna come easy, and I know this, but I won't get it if I don't keep on going. You won't get the thing that you want most in this life if you're just being lazy, because the things that we want the most ain't gonna come easy to us. However you define success, there is no excuses not to obtain what you want. I have no excuses not to succeed. We live in a world where we have an abundance of information accessible to us at our fingertips. No excuses. There is no excuses not to get what you want and put yourself in position. Start wasting time. And I've stopped wasting time. The biggest mistake we make is thinking we have plenty of time. There's 12 months in a year and we have 365 days, and we all have the same 24 hours to achieve the big idea. You don't have no time in your day to spend it on choppiness. There is no time to procrastinate. Not when you're born to die. So before you go 6 feet under, do what you need to do to make sure the dash between the birth and death date on your tombstone means something. Life ain't short, it's long, but you can make it short if you're not living in your purpose, if you keep on wasting time. If you're a creative, you need to get the fuck outside and open up your eyes. And what can you see? Record the reality you see on a notepad directed by your eyes. Observe, slow down and breathe. Creativity is nothing but tuning into the realm and going back to your imagination. Find the address of the inner child you grew up with and knock on the door. I promise they will still be there. Find that inner child again and you find the solution to your complex problem. Only then you find the big idea, the big creative idea. A creative thinker must be fearless, people. You have to discipline yourself to get it, whatever it is. It's about discipline. Being an adult is doing the things we don't want to do and doing it at a time you don't want to do it at. There's gonna be times where you're gonna scream and say, fuck these people. There's been plenty of times where I wanted to scream and say, fuck this YouTube shit. I wanted to pick up my computer and throw this shit out the window. Shit. But never ever give up. Keep going. Fall to the ground, onto your knees, cry your eyes out, scream to God. Why? But keep going. If you fall down 8 times, you get up 9. If you fall down 9, you get up 10. Get your pad, pen, camera, paints, iPad, iPhone, and keep on going. Stay 10 toes down on your creative mission and never fold and never give up. Keep creating and keep going. I said to my grandma, I'm going to do something extraordinary. I'm going to leave a mark of greatness before I leave this earth. People, my plan is to outwork all these motherfuckers. My plan is to make Hate TV the best goddamn internet show on this goddamn earth. Become YouTube famous, become a god. Get monetized and get some money and give it back to the people like Robin Hood. And I know it's gonna be a mammoth climb. It's been 3 goddamn years, people, god damn it. But I love what I do. And I'm climbing that mountain. And I'm going hard body karate and nothing's gonna drag me down. And if you try and drag me down, I'ma slap you. People, the sky is not the limit, it's just the view. But fuck the view. I'm not spending my time looking at the view. I'm going to the edge of the goddamn galaxy. I got this goddamn rocket ship and it's going to take me to the goddamn edge. And when I reach the edge of the galaxy, I'm gonna hug my grandma. I'm gonna say to her, I did it.